Hi Pile 1, welcome to your reading today. It's going to be a little quicker than the other readings, but we do want to dive in and see what's going on for you. So I want to know with you Pile 1, which you have picked the Gentle Heart Tarot. Why is there a glare? I'm not loving the glare. The Gentle Heart Tarot. And you guys, I have picked for you this beautiful agate heart. So that's very pretty, and I will put it in frame as your crystal of the day to bring some love and luck and energy into this reading. And we're going to look at, will they go out with you again? So you may have a connection that's been going on for a long time and you want to know if you guys will keep going, or you may have a new connection and you're just curious, will you guys have another date? So we're going to look into it and see what's going on. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the intro. The intro was in Versailles, and it was at a place called Queen's Domain, which is the place where all the queens would come in order to give their love to Marie Antoinette and the other queens of Versailles. So that's where they would stay. It was like the Queen's Hotel, the Queen's house. So it was very cute. I love how it's pink and gold and very, very beautiful. And I thought it was fascinating, the gate, because sometimes we feel like there are blocks or obstacles in the way in our connection. And depending on the pile that you picked would depend upon where is the card in regards to the gate. Now for you, Pile 1, lucky for you, you guys have picked a card that didn't have any blocks or obstacles, because when we showed your card just singular, moving along, there was no gate, there was no blocks. And I feel like for you, you may have a little bit more smooth sailing than the other piles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 5 cards to represent how this connection is sitting at the moment. All right. So I get, and I'm not even going to do reversals this time. So I get the Knight of Cups, which is a Pisces energy. It's also a Cancer or a Scorpio energy, and it's a beautiful energy because it represents somebody coming in, wanting to be romantic, wanting to woo you, wanting to write poetry and sonnets and songs and everything romantic. So I do feel like that your person coming in right now is in a very emotional point of time in their life. They have more of a masculine energy, and they definitely are like a smitten little pony. And I get the Hierophant, which is a marriage card or a very strong committed relationship card. So I also feel like for you that your person is relationship focused or marriage minded. It does seem like they would like to come in for something that's a little more emotionally bonded, a little more connected, a little more serious. So that looks good. I also get this Knight of Fire. So I also feel like they have a very romantic side with the Knight of Cups and a very passionate side with the Knight of Fire. So I like this for you. I think that your person is definitely very passionate and romantic. Ooh, and I feel like they may be ready to take it to the next level sexually, because I do get this Ace of Fire card, which represents that they definitely want to take this passion to the next level, which is awesome. And I get 4 of Swords. So I feel like they're kind of going back and forth between being impatient and being in a rush or getting caught up by the passion, and then wanting to take things slow or wanting things to be calm or calm things down. Because with the 4 of Swords, this represents inactivity and inaction. The Ace of Fire and the Knight of Fire basically represents wanting to take fast action. So it's an interesting dynamic with your person. I feel like maybe they're going back and forth between how quickly do they progress it with you, how quickly do they make this move forward or make this happen. So it's very interesting. Let's see here. So I'm going to go to the Let's Fall in Love Oracle and see where are they at with you in regards to will they go out again. Right now it's looking very promising with the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Fire. So that is good. That inactivity card can also just be, that Four of Swords can also be like taking a little break or taking a little rest. So let's see here. So I'm going to do 4 cards where are they at with you right now? To see if maybe, we'll do 5. We have space for 5. Because I want to see a little bit about where are they at with you. Will you guys go out again? Ooh, you're always on my mind. Okay, pile 1. It seems like they're thinking about you a lot. So it seems like that you're definitely on their mind. Maybe since the last time you went out, they can't stop thinking about how nice it was. All I see is you. It seems like that they have their sights set on you and nobody else. So they're definitely honed in. Changing my perspective, which is interesting. So depending on what they were thinking about, I'm going to get a clarifying card for this. And it's interesting too, because like with the 2 Knights, that can also be about changing their perspective. Like maybe they thought about you more romantically at first, and then you guys had this connection that's grown over time, or it's building in some way, and now this passionate side is becoming ignited. So that's nice, but they're definitely changing their perspective, and we'll clarify that. You've got me under your spell, which is nice. So I like that. They're definitely feeling very passionate. And, ooh, I'm not sure if I can trust your intentions. So there's definitely a little bit of hesitation. That's the 4 of Swords, which comes in. They want to be romantic and sexual with you. They're just not quite sure what you're looking for, or if maybe they've been burned before by other connections. They're not quite sure if they can trust your intentions, if they've been hurt before. So this is very, 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 very interesting. But I have 3 cards that are very strong. 1 card that's a little bit of a trust issues. And then changing perspective. Let's clarify. How are they changing their perspective, or what's going on? Okay, I'm going to pull these. I did kind of want 3 cards. So that's perfect, actually. Destiny. The Tower. Ooh, yeah, that's changing the perspective for sure. 6 of Swords. Okay, I feel like it's because your person may have, they've dated in the past. They've been involved in relationships. They've had their own dating history in the past before you. And they have their ideas about, like, what do they want for their life? Do they want a marriage partner? Do they want to be with somebody forever? What do they want their destiny to be in regards to relationships and love? And with the Tower, I feel like they have gone through a major life change. So I feel like that this connection, this card, this really represents how your person is feeling like their whole world was turned upside down. Now, it might be that in this connection that there is a Tower moment, or there was a moment of change. Or it could be in their past relationships that they just went through a major breakup, or an upheaval in their life, or a major life change. Maybe they just moved or switched jobs, or maybe in your own connection together individually, there was a shift. But it's very interesting how there was this shocking moment, this revelation. And for them, I feel like it's like they went through a philosophical change where they're changing their psyche in regards to thinking about what do they really want in a partner. Because I'm getting 6 of Swords, which represents a relationship moving forward. So this 6 of Swords card is about you and them together in the same boat in a relationship, moving out of difficult times into smoother waters or smoother times. So I feel like they're really wanting a life partner, somebody that can go with them on this journey and be together with them. I feel like they are a type of person that really wants like a relationship, just in general. Like I feel like they're like a relationship type person. So that's interesting here. So they're changing their perspective on maybe what they want relationship-wise. They might be getting more ready to settle down, and they're looking for like the right person to settle down with. Or they might be in a situation where they feel like it's a destiny with you, and they're starting to think about, can pile 1 be that lifelong partner for me? I think they can. So that's very, very cool, especially if they didn't think that you guys could be a life partner for them. So it does seem like they're changing their perspective, which is awesome. So far, it seems like they would take you out again because all these romantic cards are there. So that is very, very cool. Let's look at some of their thoughts. All right. So what are some of their thoughts for pile 1? Oops. Oh, yes. Here's that Knight of Fire, Ace of Fire we have. I have so much desire for you. So your person is very, very, very passionate to you. They definitely have a lot of passion. And I get, okay. This is, wow. All right, yeah. So right now, this is a highly sexual connection. So I do get the sex with you card. I do get I imagine you naked card. I do get I think so, yes. So they're definitely wanting to be passionate with you. And I get the I am addicted to you card. So yes, they definitely want to take you out again because they absolutely want to be passionate with you. And I feel they are very passionately dedicated and motivated to take this to a sexual level. So definitely feel, yeah, Ace of Swords. That can be very symbolically phallic. And also at the same time, the Ace of Swords is about wanting to communicate with you. So I do feel like you're going to hear from them. I feel like they're going to message you, call you, text you. I feel like they're going to try to take you out. And I definitely feel like they are going to communicate with you strongly, quickly. Ooh, when? When will you hear from them next? Let's see. So what I do is tarot when I ask that question. It can go time frames by the month or by the number. So on a scale of 0 to 10, when will pile 1 hear from this person again? Okay, so I get the Death card, which is Scorpio month, and I'm filming this right now in Scorpio month. So I feel like you'll probably hear from them this month before the 21st. Now, if you guys are watching this like much later, like next September or something, September 2023, then I would say that November or Scorpio season is likely that you will hear from them next. So I feel like you'll hear from them soon. The other thing I get on this card is the number 13. So you might hear from them in 13 days. Also, there's the X111. So it can be 3 days or 10 days. So you might hear from this person in 3 days, 10 days, or 13 days, or in Scorpio season. So that is strong. And then I get King of Swords. So yes, communication with you. And 9 of Fire. So also maybe 9 days. So 9, 10 days seems likely that maybe that's when you guys will go out again. So maybe you'll hear from them in 3 days. Maybe you'll go out in 9 to 10 days. But very, very cool. All right, guys. I want to know a little bit about maybe what's going on in them. We'll go a little deeper than this reading was going to go. So I want to know a little bit of their vulnerabilities, since we're curious about this. I want 3 messages from them to you. Messages from Divine Masculine. So, what is going on? I am yearning for our union. Excellent. That definitely feels like they will take you out again. Using divination methods to acquire information about our connection. So, maybe they are getting a reading, or maybe they're just trusting their intuition. Or maybe they're asking advice from somebody that is intuitive. I was blind and frozen to our connection, but not anymore. And that's part of that changing perspectives card that we got. So that is awesome, you guys. All right. So it seems like that they definitely have really started to see you in a either in a better way or a more positive way. Or maybe it's like your connection with them, their feelings for you have just really come to life and have been very passionate. So definitely you guys, pile 1, is the pile of passion. If you guys feel like you guys have a lot of passion with your person, why don't you put a little flame emoji in the comments so I can see? I have a feeling you guys have a lot that you guys would like to explore with each other. All right. So I'm going to do three advice cards for you, pile 1, about this connection with the Twin Flame Guidance Oracle. Wow, literally the first card that comes out is communication. So that is what we saw with the Ace of Swords. That is what we saw with them wanting to communicate with you quickly. So we're going to say communication is a strong vibe here. So, guided. All right, I feel like that you're going to get strong messages intuitively guiding your communication with your person. So you definitely are going to be able to communicate effectively. And if there's a tough conversation that has to happen, I feel like your guides are going to help you channel what to say. So you're definitely being very guided to have effective communication or very strong communication with your person, strong communication skills. Purify. So I do feel like that if you have been going through some worries or anxieties or some sadness, which I'm not quite picking up, but if you are or if you have been in your life, that it might be about just kind of purifying or clearing your own energy. So that can help you. Regulate your emotions will help. Yeah, mute. All right. So you may or your person may go through time periods in their life where they feel uncomfortable speaking their truth. So if that's the case, because I'm getting mute is it's hard to communicate, purify out the parts in you that resists communicating, and you'll be guided to the right All right, so this is actually your advice for you is all about effective communication. So that's really important for you for this pile. So they're going to guide you to the right communication and purify out the part of you that resists being honest or open or straightforward or transparent, or maybe you need to share a little bit more about yourself or your life. So it does seem like that you guys are going to be guided to really purify out your anxiety and sadness so that you can communicate openly and honestly. That might be where they're still not quite sure of your intentions. I feel like they want to go out with you, but I feel like they're not quite sure where you're standing. And then I get unawakened. So yes, there may be that this is a connection in development where it's unawakened because it's still like a lot left to explore. Or it might be that for you, maybe, pile one, you may have some reluctancy or reservations towards communicating fully or openly or honestly. And I think that when we get scared to be vulnerable, we can sometimes want to hold back or wait for them to share first. But it seems like for you, you're being guided to be able to communicate your truth and to speak your truth with love. So that is very, very cool. Now let's see. I want to see. Okay. I want to do some of these twin flames. So I want to see a little bit about shadow light messages. All right. So what shadow light messages is pile one's person going through regarding them at this time? Ooh, a lot. Okay. So the first ones that come out, I regret my actions towards you. So it seems like maybe there's something they did that they regret. I'm afraid to open up to anyone. Okay. So if they're afraid to open up to you and they didn't do that, then I feel like that's something that they regret right now at this time. So I do feel like they regret if they haven't been open with you. That is something. Another message I'm getting is I love spending time with you, enjoying simple pleasures. So I feel like quality time is something that they really value, and they may even be a quality time love language. I contradict myself and give you mixed messages. So I feel like they may also be trying to figure out what they want, but the contradiction may be when they come up with the two knights, like one that's emotional and one emotional, romantic, sensitive, and the other one passionate, direct, and kind of not forceful, but excited, enthusiastic. So I feel like they might feel like that they are coming out with both sides of their personality, one that's like fun and sexy, and the other one that's romantic and wants to build something more lasting. You're always in my heart, even though I'm not in touch. So that's important that you know that you definitely are in their heart. We got a lot of Let's Fall in Love Oracle cards that are all about being able to focus on that love, that, only seeing you. And then shadow, I'm settling for the life I thought I wanted. So your person may have some domestic things or even career things that they're settling in right now. Maybe they're not super excited about their life, and it seems like they're kind of settling maybe. And maybe they're trying to think about how can they restructure their life to have a life they really want. So let's see. Now I'm going to go, let's see, I said it would be quicker. I don't know, maybe I lied. I want to get a little bit, though, of oracle cards for some more guidance in regards to your twin flame. Or, I don't know, who knows if this is your twin flame or not. I feel like this might be a little more of a lighthearted pile, but maybe it could deepen. Let's see. The card that does flip out first, though, that I do see is Divine Timing. So that definitely comes out next, probably in regards to, like, when will you see them again? Another card that comes out is Ego. Another card that comes out is Mirroring. Interesting, because these are both birds. Now that's fascinating. Let me see, 2 more maybe. There we go. We have, well, I guess you are. That's the Twin Flames card. Because when Divine Timing came out, I almost saw that as Twin Flame. And then I was like, oh, I can't say that. I didn't get any cards to represent that yet. And now I get the Twin Flame card, so maybe some of you are. Especially with the mirroring, which looks Twin Flamey as well. Let's see. One last final guidance card in regards to pile 1, please. Well, we have 2. I'll take them both. Potential. Maybe potential twin flames. Even though, obviously, the theory behind twin flames is that that's already been decided, so that's not like... But I feel like it's more potential, like, what can the potential be in this connection? And can it be, like, soulmate love? Yeah, romance. Potential for romance. Okay, so I'm liking this a lot. It seems like there is a lot of potential here, pile 1. So what I'm getting is, first I get Divine Timing. So there's definitely divine timing at work in your love life right now. So we definitely have to see what's going to happen and see how things unfold based on, you know, bigger pieces. Kids, jobs, universal curveballs that we don't see, stuff like that. So I like this. And it says patience, perseverance, peace. Trust that the divine knows when. So I really feel like that's when you guys will go out again. Then I get Ego, which is pride, jealousy, self-preservation, walls, let your guard down. And I feel that's so connected to that mute card. So the card with like the little boy with the tape over his mouth. Yeah, I feel like that if it's hard for them to trust your intentions, it might be because you're still guarded, or you may have your walls up a little bit. And of course, those can always kind of come out in time. You know, as somebody takes you out and gets to know you more, the walls can come down once maybe you can trust their intentions. So when there's more trust in this connection, then I feel like you guys will be able to really move forward with it. For everything that I am getting in these cards, I'm getting this is probably more on the newer side. So you guys are probably newer in this connection. Even though you could be with this person for a long time and trust just needs to be either reestablished or repaired. But I'm not getting like a lot of brokenness. I'm not getting a lot of drama. So it's interesting. Okay. And then I get mirroring, which is reflection, twin, which is very close to twin flame. Wholeness, synchronicity abounds, and twin flame says eternal love, reincarnation, passion, twins seeking union, which we did get a lot of cards where your person was saying that they're yearning for union with you. So I feel like these two cards also go together. So I feel like this is very interesting here. So I am getting twin flame and mirroring where you guys look very similar actually. So I do get that. All right, and then I get potential and I get romance. So I do feel like that in divine timing, as you let your walls down, you guys might be both mirroring each other with walls. Then I feel like you guys can embrace this twin flame energy with a very strong potential for romance. So that is beautiful. And I get fulfillment, risk, achievement, your potential is limitless, and revel, flow, savor, entice, open yourself to romance. So I feel like you guys are both going through periods where you guys are opening yourselves to love. All right, you guys, well, that is what I have for you. I hope this has helped you. If this was not your situation, if you didn't feel like it resonated, feel free to pick another pile or another video. And if you liked it, I'd love for you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys later. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading today, where we are focusing on, will you guys go out again? So hopefully they will take you out again. You guys will have another date. You guys will see each other again in person. So let's see if they will. So you have picked Pile 2, where you picked the Twin Flame card. So in this reading, we're going to look at you and your Twin Flame. It is part of this beautiful Angel Therapy Oracle deck. So we will get some guidance for you as well in regards to your Twin Flame. Because to be honest, from the introduction, you can see that, well, first I'll backstory a little bit. So we were at Versailles, and that is the Queen's domain, or the Queen's house, which is in back of the property. And so with this, it's beautiful, it's pink and gold and marble and beautiful, and there's an opulent gate that protects it. Now, your Twin Flame card was very much, as you can see, entwined in that gate. So I feel like for you, like a lot of Twin Flame journeys, that you guys might be going through some brambles right now, some obstacles. Maybe there are very strong boundaries. What I like about the gate in this kind of video, what I was envisioning or feeling in regards to your connection and how it connected to the property and the scenery, is I feel like for you that you guys might be going through situations where you and your person, you and your Twin Flame, have been going through a lot of challenges, a lot of blocks and obstacles, because you could see how the Twin Flame card had to kind of weave in between all of the challenges with the gate. And the gate had a lot of thorns on it. But you know what it really, really reminded me of? It really reminded me of Sleeping Beauty. Because you know how Prince Philip, I think it was, how Prince Philip had to cut down all the thorns and all the brambles that was protecting the castle to rescue Aurora. I feel like that might be connected to you guys, that fairy tale or that metaphor, because I'm getting with the Twin Flame in the gate with all the brambles and having to weave in between. I feel like right now it's like your Twin Flame connection is being tested, and you're seeing, what are you guys going to do for love? What are you guys willing to do for the love in this connection? So that's kind of where I'm sensing intuitively where you guys are at with it. The crystals of the day that I've picked for you is one, something very grounded to help you in a tangible, practical, real life way. So I have this smoky quartz, which I feel is very beautiful. I also feel like smoky quartz is a very strong past life crystal. So I always think of past lives when I hold it. And of course, for two souls like yourselves that are on a Twin Flame journey, past lives are definitely coming into play here. Whether or not you guys have karma together, or you and your Twin Flames have other people involved in your lives, families, lovers, other dynamics, careers that are getting in the way, that are causing challenges, blocks, or obstacles here. I feel like that might be past life karma that's interfering. But I do feel like you guys need some real world solutions. So I brought out some smoky quartz for you. And I also love this peach calcite. I think that this is a very beautiful crystal as well. It's kind of like a twin flame. So I wanted to get like the energy of fire and that like sacred, help. So that is something that's also very beautiful. So maybe I'll do this. So I will put this in frame for you guys to have it blessing your reading today. I have brought out Tarot de la Nuit for the tarot deck that we're going to use to look at this connection. And we have your Angel Therapy Oracle as well. So I'm actually going to start with the tarot, and then we're going to go into the guidance. Because first I want to see, will they ask you out again? I'm going to do 5 cards for kind of like, where is this connection at right now? What are they kind of thinking and feeling about you in regards to this connection? All right, so we're going to do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to see where are they at. And I'm actually not going to do reversals for this reading. I didn't do them for pile 1 either. So I'm going to put them down and we're going to look. So So the first I get is 10 of Wands. Yeah, that represents the soulmate contract that you guys have. I always see 10 of Wands as like a life purpose or something that you guys have agreed to do before the lifetime because the burden is heavy and the responsibility is great. So your person is definitely feeling the pull with you, towards you, and the heavy weight of the responsibility that comes with the choices of being together. So I do feel like this pile 1 is like such a lighthearted reading. If you guys don't feel like you guys are in such a serious connection with your person, you may want to pick pile 1, because I feel pile 2 is going to be much more serious and heavy, whereas pile 1 is a lot more lighthearted. So what I'm also getting is 3 of Wands. So I feel like that your person wants to travel towards you. I always look at 3 of Wands as traveling forward, moving forward with this. So I do feel like that your person is really trying to think about how to get to you, how to move forward. But what's interesting is when I'm looking at what's in her hands, I'm feeling like there's a skull, which represents death, but also eternal love, love beyond death. And then I'm getting on the staff, it's like a snake. So it's an interesting vibe where I feel like with this card, it's almost like they feel like they need to come towards you because it's a matter of life or death, but they might fear it not working out or the ending of it. And I feel like they look at you as a temptress or as a tempting snake, and they're very tempted to and drawn towards you almost like by magic. And so it's like they're very, very drawn to you. And I feel like it's like they feel like you're very much enticing them to move forward, but they're very scared of the risks because they know that if they aren't with you, that they feel like that they would just crumble. But if like it would be like there was a part of them that would never feel alive. And if they are with you and things go wrong, that it would be like they wouldn't feel alive either. So there's a lot at stake for your person. I feel like your person looks at this very, very loaded, like it's very weighty. And I apologize, there is a weed whacker outside. There's a gardener. So I don't know if you guys can hear it on video, and I hope you can't. But if it gets closer and louder, I'll pause. So I get the 4 of Swords. So I get that your person, it's interesting. 4 of Swords represents rest, rejuvenation, and inactivity, recharging batteries. But I'm also getting 2 in this particular card. What's so fascinating, because there is, at first I saw the big clock that she's looking at. So I see where it's like she's resting and looking at time. I feel like your person might think that it's in divine timing. You guys can see each other again. They may feel like it's not up to them, that it's up to like God's will or the universe's will. But also it's interesting. When I'm looking at the hands on the card, I'm getting on the clock, I'm getting 10:30 or 10:25, 9:25. So if you guys are watching this video when I'm recording it, this is in November. But if you're watching this later, think about 9:25, which is September 25th. I also want to see the hands on the clock behind her are at 2:15. So also February 15th could be another date where you guys see each other in person or when you guys will go out again. So there is that. Because not only is there a big clock here, but there is actually a tiny clock here behind her shoulder. I feel like it's almost like 2 potential timelines that you guys can have. That maybe you guys can have each other this connection now or sooner, where it's likely there's like the big potential. But if you miss the window, or if your person misses the window, there's another window foreshadowed in the distance to come forward that is coming. So I actually feel like this connection has multiple waves of opportunity and multiple time. Now it's interesting because on this clock, the 4 has a major like burn in it. So there's a 4 that has a big circle, and there's another one on the 8. So I would say this could be April 8th, and it also could be August 4th. So these are other dates that I feel like are important for you guys. Now it could be birthdays, it could be, many things, but it could be anniversaries, it could be dates you see each other. But it's very, very interesting here. So I feel like that this is about divine intervention, but also windows of time. Whereas if you guys miss it, there will be another time that comes around again that you guys could try to reconnect or reunite. And then I get the 4 of Coins. And it's interesting because I'm getting a lot of fours in this connection. I get that Four of Coins is about holding on to something valuable. But when I'm looking at the girl in this card, it's almost like she's sitting inside her house, looking out, feeling like she can't go out off into the world, like she has to stay in her home and she can't leave. So normally the Four of Coins is about holding on to something that they're scared to lose. But in this case, I feel like maybe what they're scared to lose is their house or their security. They also might feel trapped inside their house, or like they can't come forward to you, like they can't come. They might feel blocked in some way. Interestingly, also I see a huge full moon behind your person. So also you might go out again on the full moon, or the full moon might be very indicative of the progression of this connection or where this could go. So this is interesting. Also, the full moon could be Cancer zodiac signs. So there is that. Also, if you're watching this video when I'm releasing it, we do have a full moon eclipse tomorrow. So I'm releasing this November 7th, and we do have a full moon eclipse tomorrow, the 8th. So that could be very indicative. You guys might be having an important conversation right around now. So that is strong. And the eclipses can last a bit. So it may be that you guys are already having an important kind of event, or on the actual day of the eclipse, which is the 8th, or sometimes the eclipse affects people on the 9th. So there's a little bit of like a window of approximation that the eclipses can affect people. So there is that. And wow, all right, I'm getting this King of Cups. So I feel like that there is your person here, your twin flame. The King of Cups is the most romantic man in the deck. And I feel like he wants to come forward for you with all of his love. They may, or your twin flame may, express all of his love on the full moon. So that is also very, very interesting. Or maybe you guys will go out on a full moon. Maybe you guys will go out on the eclipse, which is tomorrow, if you're watching it when I'm releasing it. So this is a very interesting dynamic with you guys. Now, I want to get some advice, because I know the twin flame pile is the intense pile. You know, you guys have all the brambles of the gate, and you guys definitely have the twin flame card. And the twin flame journey is always a difficult one. So let's see. I'm going to do 3 advice cards for you in regards to your person, for what the angels want you to know right now at this time. We'll just put you here. Okay. So I get Earth Angel. You are a light worker who has come to Earth to teach about love. So I do feel like that right now, this is a lesson for you in regards to love that you're learning right now and will be teaching others later. I also feel like you're going to be teaching your person a lot when it comes to love and relationships. Also, it's interesting because the way that this angel is looking down at this ball, it reminds me of the circles on these cards. So see on the 3 of Wands how there's like a circle right here that's encircling her. There's also a circle here, down here, and the small one there, but the big one, because there are big orbs that are in this connection, and even the moon here connects to that. So it's very interesting too. I'm getting a lot of orbs or circles, which represents full circle, which represents, you know, eternal love. It represents completion. It represents new cycles. It's very interesting here. And in her orb are butterflies, change and transformation. So I do feel like that with this angel, the angels are helping you and your person, you and your twin flame, go through change and transformation so you guys can be together. So that is very beautiful. And then I get vegetarian, vegan. So it might be that you guys are eating differently. You guys might be changing your energy or your vibration by changing your diet. Now, full disclosure, I'm not a vegetarian or a vegan, and even though I love animals and everything, so I don't feel like it necessarily will make you a better person or not, or raise your vibration or not, or make you more psychic or not. But for some of you out there, you or your person may be vegetarian or vegan, and that might just be like confirmation for you guys that this may be your pile. Or it might be that you guys are dieting, or you're changing it up, or you guys are, you know, including maybe more vegetables or fruits into your diet. So there's that. And then I get clear yourself. Yeah. So you guys also might be going through an energy clearing, or this might be advice for you to go through an energy clearing. It might be also that when you eat healthier, that your mood is improved. because, and I know emotional eating is a thing, and honestly, my mood gets improved when I eat chocolate, but I would say that you may feel that like when you eat more vegetables, it gives you more physical energy and you're able to like do more things about your day. Or it may be that you're like, being asked to detox right now or clear yourself energetically or body-wise. So there is that change and transformation. So it just seems like right now, maybe it's just about trying to do things that are nourishing to you and that are nurturing. Okay. Especially if there's a little waiting time in this connection. Now, I want to see where they're at with you. So I'm going to pull a few oracle cards, and I'm going to look at the Let's Fall in Love oracle. Now, originally I told pile 1 that this is going to be more of a quick check-in, and it didn't really end up that way. So it probably is not going to end up this way for you. All right, so let's see. Let's Fall in Love oracle, where are they at with you right now? Pile 2. Yeah, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I want 5. Okay. So, all right. Where are they at with you? I worry you won't let me in. So your person has a lot of worries and anxieties. They're afraid that maybe you've shut the door on them, or that you will shut the door on them, or that when they're ready to come forward for you, that you won't be available anymore. Or they're maybe afraid that you're putting up a wall or a guard or shutting them out. I want to grow old with you, obviously, because they're twin flame pile. So it seems like that they really want you for their whole life. Even the skull on the Tarot de Nuit on that 3 of Wands card is like they want to have forever with you. They want to be with you till their dying day. So this is a very romantic card where they want to spend the whole life with you. I get, let's indulge in one another. Yes, okay. Here is all of the like gorgeous hot chocolates that are gourmet. I get the cider, donuts, so they want to feast on you. I feel like they really want to indulge with you. They want to be hedonist with you. They want to have all the physical pleasures with you. So that is beautiful, very sexy. And pure intentions. I do feel that even if this connection can be a little tricky, I do feel that your person really does have pure intentions with this connection, and they really do want the best for you. I feel like they really, really want to do the best possible choice, the best possible, thing they can. Racing into you. Oh, I love that, you guys. I feel like they're going to try to come forward for you as soon as they can make it happen. So I feel like they're really going to try to take you out again, and that their intentions are to race in towards you, and that they really want to indulge with you. So there is that. They want to grow old with you, and they're a little scared that you won't let them in if they race towards you. So your person may have a little fear of rejection or may feel extra vulnerable or sensitive. So I do feel like there is that. Now I'm going to look at some more oracles. I want to see what would they say to you at this time with the Hermit Tarot. So here are some. Ooh, I am coming trust. That's beautiful. That is so like I am racing into you. So your person is coming trust. I love it. And we'll do these. So first I get this one. Then we'll do these two. Oh, okay, passion. You make me want to do bad things to you, and I'm obsessed with your body. So your person absolutely is very, very passionate towards you. Absolutely, yes. Then I see definitely, and I see I'm sorry. So they definitely want to like come forward in like the strongest, most passionate way, and that they are so sorry for how things have gone so far, because clearly there's a lot that's gone on in this pile that's been hard. But I feel like with the I'm sorry, that they really, really are definitely sorry, and that they also really, really want to embrace their passions with you. So that is very strong. Now I want to see, let's see. Yes, we're going to go here next. We're going to look at some messages from Divine Masculine, because I want to know a little more of their poignant side. I want to know what they would say to you if they could. So, yep. Yes. Oh my gosh, I love this. I want 2 more. All right, we're not going to do a quick reading. Clearly that's not happening. I always think about doing them. It never happens because I just have too many pretty bright and shiny decks. Okay. So, and I apologize, you might hear a sweeping outside from that gardener. Okay. So, having difficulty acknowledging inner child wounds. So, your person is having a hard time healing. So, where they're at with you is it's very hard for them to look at the painful things that have happened to them in the past, to see how it's shaped their life, their character, and their heart, and to be able to heal that. It's probably too painful. They also usually go in denial about it. So they may minimize, deflect, or go in denial. I do get, though, gaining spiritual wisdom and learning how to go with the flow. So I feel like while they have a hard time acknowledging their inner child wounds, that they are gaining spiritual insight. So that is a first step to healing, and that is good. So with that spiritual wisdom and with that bravery, then they're going to be able to start to do the inner reflection work, which will help this twin flame, connection. And no longer sexually active with the karmic. So if some of your twin flames have been in relationships or were dating other people, it doesn't seem like they are sexually active with them anymore. So maybe that has fallen off. I feel like that it seems like they want to just be with you. So they're probably not having sex with anybody else. So that is good. And it says, seeing the signs and synchronicities that are guiding me towards sacred union. They are thinking about you all the time. They are reminded by signs. They're reminded by synchronicities. They're reminded by the miracles that happen that they notice. And I do feel like they're really trying to have sacred union with you. I feel like they're really longing for that. Then I get pretending to be happy with my current situation when I am not. So I feel like they are very miserable right now and they're really trying to be happy with it, but they're not. And so at some point, they are going to have to look at those inner child wounds, and their misery with the situation is going to be what gains spiritual insight. So it will lead to that. So that is actually helping. And they are very nostalgic. It says, feeling nostalgic about our past and wishing we were together again. So they're very, very nostalgic. This is such a 6 of Cups card. They are definitely, which is a soulmate card. So they're really nostalgic about your past. They're really wanting to race in. They're really wanting to come towards you. They want you to trust that they'll come forward. So I do feel like they will take you out again. I feel like they feel an extremely strong union with you, extremely strong bond. And it's probably very difficult for them to have to kind of coexist in the way that they are with this situation the way it is. Now, let's look at some guidance again. I'm going to use my Twin Flame Guidance Oracle, and we're going to just check, and we're going to see some advice. So what advice for Twin Flames? Because you guys did get the Twin Flame pile. So what's some guidance? Okay, we have these. Let's see how many we have. We do. Oh, yeah, okay. We're good. All right. So let's see. All right. So first one that came up is mirroring. You guys are mirroring to each other your feelings, this connection, maybe actions you guys are taking might be the same. You guys might say the same things at the same time. You're mirroring to each other your worries, anxieties, and fears and sadnesses. And I get settling, because remember, they're settling for the life they thought they wanted. They're not happy. They're pretending that they're happy in their situation, but they're not. So both of you might be settling for a life that you guys don't really want. So yeah, that's it. Both of you, mirroring, both of you are settling. So you're both settling in this connection for things you're not wanting. I feel like both of you might be stuck with this, or at least your person is. So I do get stuck. And I also get numbing. So maybe your person is numbing things away, or you are, or both of you are. I feel like at least your person is this. And probably because I get mirroring, you're probably both doing this. So you're probably both settling. You're both stuck. You're both numbing in the way that you guys do. But you're both getting a ton of signs, like there's a roadmap pointing you guys back to each other or pointing you towards this connection. So you're definitely getting a lot of signs. So that is strong. And I get self-worth is a big lesson. You guys are both learning. So you're both learning about self-love and self-worth in this connection. And I get divine protection. So I do feel like that the universe and the divine are really trying to protect you both. Both by being with each other, and two, with the divine timing in this connection where they only want you guys to unite when the time is right. Otherwise, it could hurt either you or others, or both. So, and when I say you, I mean the two of you. So now I want to see more guidance. And then we're going to end with light and shadow messages. Yeah, it's not short. Not a quickie. All right. Will they go out with you again? Guidance. So I get pause. So, inaction, calmness, step back, wait for the sign. I feel like they will, but it's not going to be tomorrow. I feel like they will, but later down the road in the right timing. Then I get cycles. Yeah, cycles, seasons, zodiac months, timing of things. It says momentum, force, life cycles, stay grounded in the now. So definitely there are some cycles going on here, and it seems like both of you are waiting until the right time. Vibration, energy and positivity. Raise your vibration to attract what you desire. So that's where we got with the messages like clear yourself, maybe detox even. And again, it's tough because even if you're like the fittest person, your person still needs to also reach that too. And I feel like your person might be having a tough time in their vibrations. But definitely at least you try and just try to send them some healing vibes and some love vibes and some good vibes. That can help. And appreciate. Today I am grateful. Your twin appreciates you. See the blessings, practice appreciation. So you can remind yourself that your person, that your twin flame really appreciates you, that they're grateful and thankful to you that you exist and that you're in their life. And you can use this tone to sometimes bring yourself up out of, discouragement if you fall into that from time to time, which I'm sure we all do. And marriage, legal partnership, commitment, marital bond, and societal contract. So I do feel like that this connection's goal is to get towards marriage. So I do feel like that you guys are trying to do that. So that is awesome. All right, and now we're going to end this reading with light side, shadow side, twin flame messages. So let's see. What are some light and shadow messages that your person is feeling right now? Your person has a lot more light messages. I feel like there is hope and optimism in your person. Your person has so many more light messages than before. So, okay. So all the light messages and the shadow messages. Okay, so your shadow messages from your person. I need more time to figure this out. That's not bad. Your person needs more time. We know it's divine timing. We got cycles, we got pause, we got four of swords. We know that your person needs to rest. We know that time needs to go by so that they can figure things out. I didn't believe in myself or you. And we got that self-worth card. So your person didn't believe in themselves. They didn't believe in this connection. They might not even have believed in you to be able to make it work either. They might have a little, like where the ego card came in, they may be like, if I can't figure it out, then how can possibly pile two figure it out? Your twin flame is funny. Okay. All right. Then I get with light messages, you're my secret inspiration and you are an angel in my life. You know, you guys got the Earth Angel card, and I do feel like they are very much wanting, you know, to be inspired. They're wanting to figure out this puzzle. I feel like your person is having a very hard time figuring it out, but I do feel like they are strategizing and that they are trying. And I feel like they're having a very hard time seeing their way out of a paper bag. And I think you could probably help them if they let you in, but I don't think they want to let you in. I keep track of you online, and I know it's hard, but please be patient with me. So your person definitely is hoping that you'll be patient with them, and that they definitely are monitoring you in the meantime. And I feel your presence every day. So they definitely feel you with them every day, or they're thinking of you every day. And I feel like intuitively on a soul level, they do feel the connection. So that is what I have for you, my beautiful pile twos. I hope this has helped you with your twin flame. If you feel like this wasn't your connection, or maybe you picked the card because you thought it looked cool, but really you're like, oh yeah, this person is just someone I'm curious about. They're not really my twin flame. They're really just like someone I'm just curious if they're going to ask me out again. Then you may want to pick another pile. I filmed pile 1 already, so that's a little lighter if this is much more of a casual connection for you. And I have not filmed pile 3 yet, so that's a mystery to me. So we'll see. So if you want to pick another pile, or if this is your situation, then awesome. I do feel like they will ask you out again. They just need to figure out how. They need to figure out their external life and how to have this happen. But it does look like it's moving forward, so that's good. And if you guys liked this video, I'd love for you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys tomorrow, because I have another video coming out tomorrow as an extra special gift for you guys, because tomorrow's my birthday. So see you later. Bye. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your reading today, where we are focusing on, will you go out again? So, will your person take you out again? Will you guys see each other again? Will you guys have another date? If this is a connection that's been in the works for a while, will you guys keep going? Will you guys go out? So, you have picked my Fairies Tarot, or Oracle. So you've picked the Fairies deck, which is very fun and whimsical, very fantasy-based. I have picked for you your crystal of the day, which is this gorgeous moonstone. So shout out to those Cancers out there. So that's very cool and pretty. And I've also picked you to go with the fairies, another magical, mythical creature. I have picked your tarot for this pile, since this is an oracle. I have picked for you the Unicorn Tarot, which is very cute. So the Rainbow Unicorn Tarot. And I've also picked for you an additional crystal of the day. And I forget which one this one is. I don't think it's bismuth. I forget. I always feel like this looks like a computer chip. It's a computer chip one. I forget. I'll leave it in the, I'll leave it in the description box. I'll look it up. Anyway, I always feel like that this crystal is really cool. It always reminds me of a computer chip, so very fun. Maybe your person works with computers, or maybe you do. All right, so I'm going to put this over there for now, and we're going to look at your oracles first to see, will they go out with you again? Now, in the introduction, we were at Versailles, and so you could see that the cards that I held up were in front of this big gate. Now, it's interesting, and I did this on purpose, because I always feel like gates are about boundaries or walls or blocks or obstacles and challenges and connections. And it's interesting how each one of the piles, their cards, interacted with the gate. Now for you, your card started at the bottom and slowly rose up to the top of the gate, and then it got to the top. So we don't know if it climbs over the gate, or if it comes back down, or what happens. So this is a little bit of a solving the mystery pile. And I think it's interesting. So the residence we were outside of with this big gate is the Queen's Domain, and that's where the queens would stay when they would visit Marie Antoinette and everything. So I have further exploring the inside in some other videos, but I feel like it's very, very pretty. And we have 5 cards to see what is going on with your person. Will they take you out? All right. So let's see. But it's interesting how your person seems like they want to scale the wall or rise up the ladder or overcome the blocks and the obstacles. Because I feel like your person has been trying to get there one step at a time. Now, I get travel. Okay, so you guys are my geographic separation pile. So you guys don't live in the same area. So your person wants to either travel to see you, or the next date they want to take you on would be a trip. So this is very interesting. So I do get the travel card, and it says an upcoming trip proves to be life-changing in positive ways. So I feel like your person wants to either travel with you or travel towards you. I get healing, healed, healer. Healing energy surrounds you and the situation. So I do feel like that this situation may need a little bit of healing. So this is very interesting. So I feel like they're going to travel towards you. They're going to try to heal this connection, or maybe it needs a little repair. Then I get new home. So moving is a step in the right direction for you. So your person actually may move to you, or may need to move to you. Or maybe your person is thinking about, if they travel to you, do they stay in your home? Do they stay somewhere else? Do they just spend a lot of time together in your house with you or at home with you? Or maybe they need to actually physically move to your city and you guys can get a new home together. Then I get patience, please. So maybe they're ready to travel, but maybe the new home is still a little like ways off. So I do get patience, please. So I do feel like that your person would like to be with you, but there may need to be a little waiting time or a little patience. Also, if this connection needs a repair with the healed, healing, healer, there may need to be, with this, there may need to be like, you might need to have patience with them. And then I get to spring. So maybe you guys would be taking each other out, or you guys would be going out together in the spring. Now I'm releasing this video November 7th, so that's a little bit of ways away, but there may be a window of time where you guys can visit each other in the spring, or they can take you out in the spring. It says your desires fully manifest as the flowers begin to bloom. Or if you live in a place where there are flowers around you now, then maybe it's now. Also, you guys might not be watching this video when I'm releasing it, and it might be that they take you out and you're watching this in February, or that you're watching this in April, and then it is springtime. So yay! So this is a timeless video. But it is interesting. I do feel like your person wants to travel to you. They want to heal this connection or repair it. They want to be in your home with you or get a home with you. They know that's a little long down the road, the home, but they do feel like they want to see you at least in the spring. So that is cool. Then let's see here. With the tarot, with the mystery crystal, which looks like a computer chip. All right. So I'm going to not do reversals in this reading because I didn't do it for pile 1 or 2. And I'm just going to do 5 cards to see where are they at with you right now. What are they going through in regards to you? 1, 2, 3, 4. We can do 6. There's enough space. So I'm going to do 6 cards. And we're not doing reversals. We're just seeing where are they at and what's going on with them. Yes. All right. So let's see here. So I get the 8 of coins. So this is very cool. Also, I'm getting Pisces energy with the unicorns and the fairies. Either you or them may have Pisces energy. So I get the 8 of coins, which is they're really trying to invest in this connection and they're really trying to build it and grow it. Interesting with the card, how it like goes up the ladder, goes up the gate. So I feel like your person is trying to be consistent and do things that are really building this connection up. Then I get the 2 of swords. So your person feels like they need to make a decision about this connection. So they do feel like they're at a crossroads and they do need to make a decision. Then I get the 4 of cups. So I feel like your person is dreaming about this connection. And I feel like they're wanting to have excitement and fantasy when it comes to you. Then I get the moon. So again, I do get a lot of strong Cancer vibes, especially with the moonstone. And I am getting here with the moon that it's like your person is really trying to make a decision, but you know, it's so confusing for them to make choices. Because with the Two of Swords, it's like they're trying to make a decision with a blindfold on. So they don't have all the information and they're trying to make a decision without knowing anything. So then that's just kind of like slashing in the dark, you know? And then the Four, so it's like stabbing in the dark or taking a stab at it, even if they don't know what they're doing. And I get the Moon, which means they're probably very confused. Now, what is interesting, though, is on the card, because I am doing this reading on November 7th, this is an eclipse, which is tomorrow. So I do, if you're watching this video now, the eclipse is November 8th. So I get the moon and the sun, and I get that they're going, you know, the moon's going over the sun in an eclipse. So they may feel that there's a very pivotal time now because of the eclipse. Or if you're watching this timeless and you're watching it later, think about when the next eclipse is, particularly the next full moon eclipse. So that is interesting. And with this Four of Cups card, this is another card of like fantasy. So it's like your person's really wanting to be grounded and tangible, but it's like they're trying to just kind of take a stab in the dark without being able to see anything or having any facts. And it's very kind of fantasy based because the Four of Cups is not grounded. And then the moon is confused. So there is a lot of that. But I feel like they're trying to do everything they can to make it happen anyway. The Ten of Wands represents feeling like they have a purpose with you or like they have to do something with you. They feel a strong internal motivation and urging towards you right now. They're feeling very drawn to you. So that's very interesting. So I feel like they almost want to like leap off the cliff, even if they don't see what's below them, because they feel so dedicated or committed to this. And then I get Three of Wands, which is another travel card. So I am getting that still with this and this connection that your person's really trying to be able to move forward towards you, but they're just very confused and they don't have a lot of information. So let's see here. Now I want to see where they're at with you. So I'm going to go with the Let's Fall in Love Oracle. Where is your person at when it comes to you? I've made a mess of things. Yeah. Your person realizes that they've probably messed up. And that might be where they don't have the information and they're confused and they may want to fix it and they get the healing, they want to repair it. So your person realizes they've messed up. You've illuminated my thoughts and mind. So you've said certain things to them that have really got them thinking. Then I get, I'm not going anywhere, which means, and it's interesting. So we get multiple cards of them wanting to travel to you, and then we get this card of I'm not going anywhere. This, I interpret this as like they're not leaving you. They want to see you, but they know they've messed up, and they may need to wait for you to come back around to them, and they want to let you know, like, they're staying put, they're not leaving you, they're not going anywhere, they're right here when you want them, and they're right where you left them. I've pictured having a family with you, so your person definitely sees a future with you. So, I mean, this is definitely a very passionate, person towards you. They definitely really like you. And waiting for the right time to connect with you. So they're waiting probably for you, but they also might be waiting for the right time to reach out or to travel to see you. They may be trying to plan and make some plans. And then we could build an empire together. So they do see that you guys could be a power couple and you guys could really move this connection forward. So that is kind of their mentality right now and where they're at and all of that. But yes, on the back of the deck, because I've made a mess of things, really stands out to me. And on the back of the deck, I worry you won't let me back in. So they're very nervous about that, which they're probably very valid to be nervous because if they've messed up, then I get that. So you may be thinking about how do you want to move forward with them. All right, then let's see. I want to get messages from Divine Masculine. What are they thinking internally right now? Okay, well. All right. They feel guided towards you because they see signs and synchronicities that are guiding them towards sacred union with you. So they definitely feel like you guys are meant to be together or should be together, and they definitely feel like they want to pursue this path with you. So they do see signs and synchronicities. Then I'm going to do 4 cards. So we'll do these 4. All right. So they are seeing the signs and synchronicities. You are my queen and I am your king, so let's build our kingdom together. Okay, pile 3. So this is definitely similar to that let's build an empire together, because they definitely feel with you a very, very strong connection, and they feel power couple vibes. So they definitely feel like, oh my gosh, pile 1 is my queen. What did I do? Why did I mess this up? Despite our separation, my heart still belongs to you. Yes, so you guys are either in geographic separation, you guys might be also broken up or in separation, especially now that that's kind of coming out with them messing it up and still yearning for you, and that they're like, I'm not going anywhere, sweetie, I'm right here, and separation in this card. So yeah, and worry you won't let them back in. So you guys are my geographic separation pile and or my broken up pile or separation. My pride and ego still dictate my current actions. So they definitely are trying to interact with you from pride and ego, and that might be what's messing it up. So they definitely have pride and ego when it comes to you, and I've been feeling lost and confused without you. Yeah, you guys are in separation. Oh, you must be sad. Okay, so I get that. So yeah, I've been feeling lost and confused without you. Their pride and ego is still dictating. They're feeling very depressed despite their separation, and they still like want to make it work. So that's kind of what's going on there. Then let's see. I want some guidance. Definitely I want some guidance for you, because you may be wondering, like, do you even let them back in? What do you do about this connection? So I want some guidance for you. Not even so much for your person right now. I want some guidance for you, pile 3, because I'm feeling like you're maybe wondering, like, do I even let them back in? I'm sure you want to let them back in because you're asking, like, will you guys go out again? But I'm feeling like maybe you're also asking yourself, should I go out again? Or should we go out again? So, all right, 5 cards from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, what's going on, my darlings? Advice for you. Okay. Strength. So for you guys, all right, they're saying for you, it's really to be empowered. So I get the strength card, strong, empowered, for you to be able to stand your ground. This is important. And I get contemplation, to really think about it. Think about, what do you want? How do you want things to go? Do you have to put some gate up? Maybe the gate is yours. Maybe this gate here, you've put up this gate and you're not sure, and they're trying to scale your wall. They're trying to get into your domain anyway. So I get contemplation. So they're saying strongly think about what you want. Fantasy. So think about, what do you want for reality? Because your person might be very much in fantasy. And I feel like for you, you may have, and also like you have your own fantasies about this connection. You've had your own fantasies about what this could be and what you guys could do and where you guys could go and what the date could be and what could happen on the date and how could your interactions be and how could it be lovely and magical and awesome. And also they have their own fantasies. And so it's, in this particular case, they might want you to evaluate your fantasies, see if it's worth it, what fantasies are realistic, and really strongly contemplate the fantasy dynamic in this connection. And clarity. And I feel like that you need to also have some thoughts to get some clarity in your own right. And I get conflict. So there may be conflict here. Like I'm looking at these 2 foxes, and they're just fighting. So it's also like, are you and your person too far apart on some issues? What is the conflict between you and your person? How important is it to you? So you may need to look at, like, what is the fantasy here? What is your fantasy even? What is the clarity here? And where are you guys conflicted? Maybe this is your inner conflict. Maybe this is clarity and fantasy. Each one of these is a fox. And you're trying to figure out, you know, maybe you're feeling you're trying to weigh, you're conflicted between fantasy and clarity. You know, there are a lot of things that you probably wanted in this connection, and maybe you didn't expect it to like go this way. So there is that. So I feel like for you, that like your guidance is to just like really think about what you want, come from an empowered place, really try to clear up like this fantasy and try to have clarity and, you know, resolving the conflict. I want some tarot on this. I want to see how can you resolve the conflict. I want to clarify this because I feel like you are probably conflicted. So I get King of Cups, an evolved water sign person. You want a King of Cups. Two of Pentacles, you're weighing the options. Princess of Pentacles, which is you. And then Five of Swords, which is like focusing on your needs, focusing on your own wants. Really kind of like running this through and be like, can my person give me what I need? Is this, and doing this in a grounded way, because you're logical. You're the Princess of Coins. So you're the logical one. You're probably the clarity one. You're grounded and you're weighing the options and you're trying to see, can this King of Cups and this Princess of Coins, this logical princess with this emotional man, can you guys come together on this while prioritizing your wants and your needs, even if you feel guilty about it, even if you feel like you're being ruthless or selfish or whichever. So there is this. So we will see. Let's get some more info. What time are we at? We have time. Okay. So now let's go to, how are they feeling? I want to look at their emotions. This is the only pile I'm actually looking at their feelings. How's your person feeling right now? Oh, okay. Okay, your person is feeling determined and they are unstable. So your person's unstable right now and they're feeling very determined to make things work with you. So I'm feeling like your person may be even feeling a little desperate. They also want to be very sexual with you. And I'm getting maybe they've been lying about something. So maybe that's how they messed it up. So maybe they've been lying. It says, I can't seem to do what's right. And sweet though. So your person's very sweet. And it also seems like they miss your kisses and they think you are sweet. So your person is sweet, but maybe they haven't been honest. They really want to be sexual with you and play around and have fun and enjoy the passion. They have been feeling very mentally unstable and they are feeling very determined to make this work. And they're trying to be a better person, so that is good. So what I get for you, so you can see them at the camera, I get determined, I get unstable, I get sexual, let's play, we get lies, and I get sweetness. So your person is this. I will just leave that with you because I'm sure you already know. So there is that. Now, what are they thinking? With the Hermit Tarot, what is your person thinking? Do you even care? They don't know if you care about them. They still feel like they're coming to see you. I am coming, trust. So I feel like they're really going to try to get on that plane. They just don't know if you care about them. Let's see. I never imagined so much perfection. I just want space. I am too afraid to talk. I think they've messed things up too badly and now they just are like, I don't even know. I should not even send one more message because I just have been groveling and it's not been working out. So I feel like your person's been groveling. So I get, do you even care? So they're not quite sure if you have feelings for them or if you care about them. but I feel like they're still trying to come forward for you and come forward either way, regardless. They do feel like that you are so perfect. So they definitely put you on a pedestal. They do want space. So they definitely feel like they need space here, or maybe they're trying to give you space, or maybe they need space because now they're feeling upset and they're feeling unstable. So they need to balance themselves, and they're feeling a lot of anxieties. They worry you won't let them in. They're too afraid to talk. They're feeling unstable. Your person is probably feeling like a little bit of a hot mess at the moment, honestly. So there is that. Now I want to see some more guidance, and then we're going to do light side, shadow side messages. Actually, this is the shadows. So we'll do guidance first. I want to get advice and guidance for you. It seems like both of you guys are going through a time period where you're both kind of very confused. So I get memories, and I get family. I know. So destruction. Their behavior may have destroyed some of the good memories you guys have had. So there is that. And then I get travel again. Did we do this one already? No, we just have many cards that say travel, and you've gotten all of them. Okay. Compromise. Okay. So, all right. All right. So, your person still wants to travel towards you. This is like the 20th card that you got that says travel. And I get compromise. So they're also trying to compromise with you. Maybe there's some sort of deal or compromise they can come up with that they can, use as leverage to try to get themselves back into your good graces. So maybe there's like a compromise that can happen. And then I get memories. So the tough part is like you guys do have these memories together. Because if you guys didn't, maybe you would have cut it off for good. Or maybe you guys have and now you're reconsidering. But it seems like with the memories, I feel like there's still a strong bond that you guys have. And that is giving some, tricky energy here. I get the family. I feel like maybe on some level they feel like family to you, or like you love them like family, or you're like, oh my gosh, my person feels so familiar to me, like one of my family. Maybe you're even like, oh my gosh, my mom always does this, or my dad always does this, or okay, so I feel like they may even remind you of family, or maybe family might come through for you guys as a helping agent. And I get destruction. So I feel like your person feels like they've destroyed stuff and has messed things all up, and you're like, do I let them in? What boundaries will I have with them if I let them in? So I feel like for you, it's about asking yourself, if you do want to move forward, if you do want to go out with them again, what boundaries would be required to see if you guys could rebuild a trust? So there is this. All right. And then, all right. What are their light and shadow side messages? So I get shadow message. You make me feel bad about myself sometimes. So I feel like that they're feeling bad about themselves right now, and they might blame you for it. They may be like, oh, why are you saying or doing this to me, and playing the victim, when really maybe it was their own actions. So if they're guilt tripping you about that or making you feel bad about yourself, and if they're voicing that to you, then you can ask yourself, like, am I, or is that just the consequences of your choices? Then I get light side. I want the best for you. So I do feel like that your person does want the best for you, and I feel like they want to be that. They want to be that best. And then shadow. It's easier to be in a superficial relationship than to be with you. So your person is definitely feeling like, wow, it's much easier for me to get involved in something that means nothing, that, won't make me feel so emotionally whipped up, that won't make me feel so, anxious, or there's so much at stake, or that. And then shadow, I don't deserve you. Your person definitely does not feel like they deserve you. And I get, we come from different worlds. Yeah, you guys are geographically separated for sure. And definitely in separation for most of you. So, All right, or at least in almost separation, like last thread. So that is what I have for you guys with this. I do feel like that your person does have good intentions, but I feel like they've probably messed it up and they may not be able to come back from it. It may be about what boundaries do you put up for you guys to feel like you can feel safe, to see if there can be a repair, to see if there can be a healing, to see if that can kind of happen, that sort of thing. So that is what I have for you. You have a lot to think about, pile 3. If you feel like this wasn't your situation at all, feel free to pick another pile or another video. And if you liked this, I would love for you guys to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And until well, actually, I'm releasing another video tomorrow because tomorrow is my birthday. So if you want, stay tuned and check back with me tomorrow, November 8th, if you're watching this video when I'm releasing it. If it's in the past, then feel free to go back and check out my birthday video. So anyways, guys, I will talk with you guys later. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow on my birthday. Bye!